The movie begins with a car buried in snow. Inside, Naomi wakes up and tries to open the door, but can't. Frustrated, she wakes her husband, Matt, who also tries to open the door unsuccessfully. Matt attempts to start the car to clear the snow, but the engine doesn't work. Naomi, who's 8 months pregnant, begins to panic. She blames Matt, saying they should have kept driving to the city instead of stopping in the middle of nowhere. Matt argues that the snowstorm made it too dangerous to continue driving. Naomi attempts to use her phone to call for help, but there is no signal. To make things worse, her phone battery is only at 50%, and they decide to save the battery for emergencies. Matt remembers the roadside kit from their rental car and searches for it. He finds a blanket, a candle, and some other items. Outside, the storm intensifies, trapping them further. In the car, Naomi needs to use the bathroom, but has no choice but to use a towel. The couple begins to ration their food, realizing they have enough supplies to last about 12 days. Naomi suggests breaking a window to dig their way out, but Matt insists it's too dangerous because of the freezing temperatures outside. 4 days pass, and the situation becomes more dire. The temperatures drop even lower, and Matt eats very little, prioritizing Naomi and their unborn baby. By the 7th day, Matt tries to break the car window, using heat from a candle to soften the edges. Meanwhile, Naomi accidentally drops her phone, cracking the screen, though it still works. To their surprise, they momentarily get cell service. Naomi quickly calls her father and tells him about their situation. However, the phone dies before she can provide their location. By day 11, the storm begins to clear slightly, but Naomi loses hope. She asks Matt to write a letter in case they don't survive, but Matt refuses, holding on to optimism. Later, they hear the sound of a snowplow nearby. They try to signal it, but the driver doesn't see them and drives away. 2 weeks have passed, and they run out of water. Naomi wakes up in pain and removes her clothing layers, realizing she's going into labor. Matt wakes up and helps her as she screams in pain. Despite the odds, Naomi gives birth to a healthy baby girl, Olivia. For a brief moment, they share joy as they welcome their daughter into the world. By day 20, Matt's health declines rapidly from the cold and starvation. He gives his jacket to Olivia to keep her warm and uses his remaining strength to dig through the ice outside. Exhausted, he falls asleep in the freezing cold without his coat and never wakes up. The next morning, Naomi finds Matt has passed away, leaving her heartbroken as she now has to care for Olivia alone. On day 24, sunlight finally breaks through the ice. Naomi notices the ice is thinner and begins to dig through it. After days of darkness, she sees the sky and feels a glimmer of hope. Gathering what little she can, Naomi places Olivia in a bag to protect her. Saying a tearful goodbye to Matt's body, she leaves the car and ventures into the snowy wilderness. While walking, Naomi spots a road sign indicating a town nearby. Despite her exhaustion, she pushes forward for hours until sunset, and finally, she sees a building in the distance. The movie ends with a note explaining that Naomi and Olivia were rescued and taken to a hospital.